This is Coach Human here for the Success for Life podcast, coming to you live. We're talking about confidence today. Before I do anything, like, subscribe, share this podcast with as many people as you can. We're going to talk about confidence. A little quick story. I did the whole entire podcast and forgot to hit record. So we're doing, for me, a round two, and for you, round one. We're going to talk about confidence, how you get it, how you attain it, and how important it is in your life. In these daily skills, confidences or the lack of confidence could be the single factor that is the difference between you succeeding and you failing. Having the confidence in oneself gives you the ability to take risks, to seek rewards, and to be confident in your ability to say yes to certain situations and no to others. Developing confidence is a skill. The old term of they have confidence or they don't is not true. There are others that may be more innate with certain levels of confidence, but I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people build their confidence through repetition, through developing, learning, and doubling down on their successes. So let's start. We'll go back to the beginning here. Okay, with a quote. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. Michael Jordan. From the good grace of God, Michael Jordan was blessed with tremendous ability, but it wasn't an easy road. He was cut from his high school basketball team as a sophomore. He would go on to be an All American at North Carolina, obviously win 6 titles, I think it is, with the Chicago Bulls, and is known widely as the, in my opinion, best basketball player of all time. Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Those are all, to me, the hope but no action category. And others make it happen. With the good grace of God and the ability they've been given, their confidence to go out and take action is the key. Like I said, today's topic is confidence. Look at some quotes and let's see if these things really are confidence or not. And these are quotes, and I think confidence is often misunderstood, confused with cockiness, dismissed as not being an important element. But you see it in every facet. He has to gain confidence in order to be a better player. He must throw the ball with he throws the ball with confidence. Wow, look at his presence when he's up there presenting. The confidence of him. Let's look at some quotes. We talked about Jordan's quote. Confidence is not, this is from Christina Krim. I don't know who that is. Confidence is not they will like me. Confidence is I'll be fine if they don't. Well, there's one area, personal confidence there. But seeking validation from others is not necessarily a form of confidence. And knowing you'll be fine because you don't seek that validation, I'm not sure if that's a form of confidence. How to be more confident. Some skills. Stop comparing. Stay focused on you. I don't think comparison with others' situation is always the best way to gain confidence. I agree with that. I think you have to focus on being your best. Being your best. Relax, go with the flow, don't stress the little things. Great book. I don't know if that's practical. Love yourself. You are a gift. Nothing would be the same if you didn't exist. Every person is a gift from God. The world would be different if you were not around. And I think of how often people don't value that. So I like that. Be positive and look for the good in every situation. I don't know if there's a good in every situation, What positivity does is a sister to confidence. If you're positive, you are believing that something good will happen. Okay? Do what you love. Life is too short to waste your time doing anything otherwise. Doing what you love and what you're good at, I think, has to be the marrying key element here. You could love to play basketball and be 5'1" and be all the confident you want. You're just not going to be good there. So you have to know where you fit in. Have confidence in your ability. Choose passionate items, but don't choose things that don't get you where you need to be, because then you'll lose that confidence. If you're a 5'1", unless you're Muggsy Bogues now. Muggsy Bogues was 5'3" in the NBA. He had to be supremely confident. He was a star. But if you're 5'1" and you're confident, you play basketball long enough, and if you're not that good, you'll lose your confidence, because being good at something gains confidence. And I'll talk about repetition and how important that is. Okay. All right, here we go. Confidence, like art, never comes from having all the answers. It comes from being open to all the questions. You got to be able to learn is the key element I get from that. You can't think you know all the answers. You've got to seek knowledge. And seeking that knowledge gives you continuous improvement, which will give you great confidence. Winston Churchill said, success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. Being able to embrace your failures and learning from them, and go from one to another. Keep learning and improving. You will gain success, and you will gain confidence, and you will get better. You must look at failure as a learning element, not a final element. Confidence isn't walking into a room with your nose in the air and thinking you are better than everyone else. It's walking into the room and not having to compare yourself to anyone else in the first place. Well, I think knowing who you are is a key element that gains confidence. Knowing what you're good at, knowing what your personality is, addressing that you are going to be the best that you could be, and not having to compare yourself to anyone else. Okay? If I'm going to compare my podcast to Joe Rogan, I am not going to be too confident, because I do things differently, and I don't have the same cachet necessarily, or personality that he has, or guests that he has. I've got to do the best job that I can. Figure out how to do that. So those are some interesting quotes, I think, there that give you an understanding of the wide variety of what confidence is, and where people think confidence is, and what it is. What is confidence? It's a belief in oneself in something. Okay? The opposite is doubt. Okay? When someone says they doubt you, or you feel doubt, that means they're not confident in you. It's a vote of no confidence. When you have belief, when you say, I believe, just like when you were in church, you believe in Jesus Christ, you have to believe because you're confident that he is real. Your confidence in your ability as an athlete, your confidence in your ability as a student, your ability to learn is the key to gaining that belief, and then to be able to enact it. Repetition will give you that belief. Continuing to rep things out. That's how you get it. How do you get it? If you rep things enough, if you learn from your failures, the things that you must do is you must write down, or put it in your iPhone notes. You write it down, and you put down what are the things that you do well and what you don't do well, and that will really help you to succeed. How do you get it? You rep it over and over again. You have a task that you have to do, you've got to rep it. You want to learn to catch the ball, you've got to rep it. You want to learn to throw the ball better, you have to rep it. Okay, that gives you confidence. You want to become A better running back, you better believe you got to run the ball and figure out where the holes are if you're going to become a better running back, and you got to practice it over and over again so you get a feel. Okay. Sales. If you're selling to customers, you have to make phone calls. If you don't make phone calls, you don't learn what you did wrong on one phone call and what you could have done better in the next one. Repetition is the key. What role will it play? It'll play a role in everything that you do. Everything you do. If you're confident in speaking, you'll be able to go up and speak in front of people and not worry about it. You got to rep. You're not first time you go out and speak in front of people, you're not going to be good. I used to say all the time. I didn't even know I did it. I still say it sometimes. You've got to learn from that. You learn to pause instead of saying okay. When you coach, you got to be able to learn the scheme, the system, so you can have confidence to coach other athletes. Okay. Teachers, you have to learn the material. It plays a role in everything you do. If you don't have confidence in what you do, people will see it. They'll feel the fact that you don't have the confidence. And that's where things fail. Skills to improve it. I talked about repetition. I think one of the things you have to do in order to build confidence is build your own positive self-image. How do you build your own positive self-image if you don't have a positive self-image, or you think that's something you need to work on? Well, you can go meet with a psychologist. You could read some Tony Robbins, some Brian Tracy, some John Gordon. Then you got to do the practice elements in order to improve it. So you got to combine maybe the physical, like catching a ball the right way, practicing it over and over again so you have the confidence to do it in the game, with the mental aspect, making sure you build your positive self-image, knowing that you could do it, learning from your mistakes, and repping it over and over and over again. What are positive things? Neuro-linguistic programming, positive self-affirmations. You guys might remember Stuart Varney from the old Saturday Night Live, where we say, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and damn well people like me, right? That's trying to build into the mirror. That's the way to build self-confidence, okay? If you say something enough, I believe that you could start to believe it. Now, there's a lot of different skills associated with developing confidence. Once you get your skills to a certain level, confidence comes in different areas. There's some people that are quietly confident. There's some people that are boisterously confident. I don't believe that there's any one way. I don't like it when someone says, oh, the only confident people are silent. That's not true. There are boisterous people that are confident. There are people that are silent that are confident. And everybody has different ways of doing things. But you can build your confidence by repetition, repping everything out as much as you can, learning from your mistakes, and improving on your successes. Confidence. It's something we all need. It's all something we could all improve on. It's something that's severely lacking in society. Work on developing your skills to become confident. This is Coach Human signing off. Till next time. Like, subscribe, share this podcast for the Success for Life podcast. I'm Dave Schumann, hoping that this daily dose of confidence can help you to improve in the future.